these are cute too. They're Bluetooth, they're wireless. And on the back, it shows you all the little, can y'all see that? All the little, where the little buttons are right there.
What other colors do you have?
Yeah, what colors do you have, Deanna?
I just saw white.
So we got pink, we got, let me sit down the box.
We got the colors you gonna buy. That's the color. That's the answer.
I went to buy mine yesterday, but I didn't want white. So do you have black?
We got limited choices right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You want me to open another one and see?
That's fine.
Okay.
We got limited choices. We only got like one or two colors. One of y'all mute your mics. We got one or two
That's
colors.
me, sorry.
And anybody supporting, in this case, since we're talking to y'all, we'll get more colors, but we got 201 color, probably, is what we got. That's what we got. That's how the cookie crumbles. And she'd open it up and let you see. And we talking today about, that's a white one, pink and white. Right now, pink and white. We'll tell you about more colors, but pink and white.
Okay, thank you.
Pink and white. Now it's group economics. That's what we got. Okay, that's what we got. Okay, Tyrell. Good luck at your appointment. Why group economics fail? Let's talk about that. Why group economics fail? You're the reason. You're the reason group economics fails. We're going to be talking about group economics for a while, and I have to. So I got to talk 3 times today. Right now, 10:30, and tonight. And since I'm used to speaking, I don't know, 300 something times a year. Well, actually, it's more than that, but anyway. Then I typically, when I have to do multiple times in one day, I typically stack them as a series, and each time, all 3 of them go together. Not the same thing, but they go together. They, like, I don't know, like Genesis chapter 1 and Genesis chapter 2 go together, right? Something like that. Right? I'm trying to give you, for Harry Potter, Sorcerer's Stone.
No, the record button for Zoom hasn't been hit.
Well, that's on y'all. The Harry Potter, Sorcerer's Stone, and Chamber of Secrets go together, right? You know what I'm saying? That's part 1 and part 2. It goes together. I'm going to talk all day about how you are the most amazing thing on planet Earth and how you are the worst thing on planet Earth at the same time. That is what we're going to talk about. Because group economics does not work.
Fights.
Pretty much.
Okay.
Group economics doesn't work because of you. You are the problem. And I'm going to give you about 3 ways that you are the problem that you don't think is a problem, but it's a problem. Before we do that, let me tell you about the leader. Melissa is leading an organization. She will always take the blame for whatever happens in the organization. If she wins, she is not allowed to say she won in the organization. She must defer to the team and says the team won in the organization. When she loses, she is not allowed to defer to the team and says the team is the reason that she lost. She must defer to herself and say everything is my fault. She must show up every morning, regardless of weather conditions, of how much she drank the night before, or if her uterus is doing flips and jumps as women have menstrual blessings, I will call them.
My God.
In Hebrew, blessing and cursing is the same word. Just depends on how you're using it. No matter what happens, she is responsible for all the Honda Civics that pull up to her office. When she does a screenplay, she is responsible for the writer who wrote the screenplay, for getting their screenplay inside the hands of Sylvester Stallone, Arnold Schwarzenegger, some Hollywood producer, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. The screenwriter may or may not have given their best effort, but then will give it to Melissa and expect her to give her best effort on their mediocre effort. Thus, gives us to point one, hidden from you.
Yes, sir.
You suck because you don't operate in the spirit of excellence at all times. And group economics fails because you don't operate in the spirit of excellence.
True.
It's
And it kills, especially in the Black community, because we don't do it.
Just don't do it. Don't do it. And then you say, Melissa, get me signed. Make sure Denzel Washington is the key actor on this. Yet, when it comes to screenplays, movie scripts, there is a hero's journey. Man, it's like an secret Hollywood secret. It's a hero's journey that must be followed. Hollywood has it down to a algorithmic science. Now they can look at a script and know what should happen by page 11 of said script. I'll give you examples. As you all know, I've been starting a TV company since 2012. You can see the first evidence of that on YouTube with the crappiest black and white commercial that I ever shot in my life. It's terrible. It's trash. It is dumpster juice. It is the sock cotton lint between your pinky toe. The commercial I did was horrible. It was my first one. I keep it up there because I'm not deleting nothing. You're going to have to see me grow. It just is what it is. You're going to see me grow. And I've had to learn how to write scripts. I've had to learn I learned how to write scripts, not because I was trying to write movies at the time. I am now. I learned how to write scripts because my books suck. And I had to learn. Yeah, so the reason why Keep Walking was so successful, because the first two versions of Keep Walking was garbage. And what I had to learn is each chapter, I literally took you through the hero's journey, each chapter. So everybody goes, oh my God, this is so amazing. It was up and I know it was up and down. I know that because it was designed that way. By page 11, if I don't, in opening scene, which I told you about this, could be detached from the main story or a part of the main story or 9 other different ways to do it. If I do not catch the audience's attention immediately, set the tone of the movie, don't necessarily have to set the plot, but the tone, then you're probably not going to like that movie. And if you think about every favorite movie that you love, everyone, they got you from the opening scene. Just about every movie, every book introduces the character flaws of the main character and then introduces each character, whether they be what you call flat characters, just characters there to make the main character more round, protagonist, or round characters. That's me borrowing from literature right there. Maybe. Either way, the hero must be a loser in some way. Harry Potter had to be homeless, orphan, under the stairs with a quiet courage, because we don't want people with loud courage. Katniss Everdeen had to be poor, begging for bread. Pick one. It doesn't matter. Pick one. Tom Cruise and Last Samurai had to be an arrogant captain. Hero goes to a fall. Drunkety drunk. It doesn't matter. But all those movies that I named to you, besides Luck, somebody at every level of production had to be in the spirit of excellence. The people bringing the coffee on set 2 must bring the coffee with spirit of excellence as to keep the staff, who should be separate from the actors, it's typically how it works, all in a good vibration. Should you have brain surgery this morning, whoever puts the 45-degree hospital crease in your bed sheets, you probably want them to have a fantastic vibration, because you don't need none of that negative energy on your open brain. From the person pushing the wheelchair, they need to be in spirit of excellence, not be bumping all over the place. From the anesthesiologist, say that slow, needs to be in the spirit of excellence according to your body weight, your BMI index, your age, your allergies, to give you just enough dosage not to kill you, but more than enough that you don't wake up in the middle of surgery. It's a fine line. And all those people have to go in the spirit of excellence. And the moment they don't, a lawyer who was in the spirit of excellence that makes his or her money off malpractice suits says, my time for spirit of excellence, since you didn't be in the spirit of excellence. I dare you to go to the gas station. I dare you get on the highway. We ain't got to get on the highway. I dare you just start driving. Anywhere you drive, if you drive longer than 15 minutes, there is a personal injury lawyer with a billboard right over your head that says 18-wheeler truck accident. Come to me, Texas law, Jim Hammer or whatever, somebody out here is at it. Because the lawyer is counting on sleep, allowing, and overworked schedules, allowing the truck driver not to be in the spirit of excellence. So then he or she can now be in the spirit of excellence and get paid. There's a strong point being made, Jerome. The moment you don't operate in the spirit of excellence for a second, the other side wins. It just is what it is. Now, I don't mean this esoterically as in us versus them, because there's no such thing as us versus them. There's only one. By other side, I'm saying the opposing forces. They now win, and you now have to restart your plan from zero. You want to ask, hold on, let me say this one thing.
Okay.
Oh, you got it?
Yeah.
I'm not telling you. Let me make this very clear. I have said spirit of excellence. I did not say spirit of perfection. That's a low self-esteem thing. Ain't no such thing. The spirit of excellence is perfection. There's a whole theory about this. It's called the pinnacle theory. The pinnacle theory says that if you take something at the height of what it is, when it is performing at that level, not only is it the best it could possibly be, but that thing does not have to go out and advertise. The world would come to that thing. Case in point. I know folk who won't date people who don't have the whitest teeth because obvious reasons. I mean, it's kind of obvious. I know folk who won't even eat the brown side of the banana. You know what I'm talking about. How many of you don't even eat the end piece of bread? Come on now, don't fool me.
That's right.
Okay, when you buy the bread, squeeze. That didn't bounce back like it's supposed to. Come on, help me, somebody. You know, now I want you to think about something. 1,500 people within that hour squeezed that same piece of bread, and 1,500 people passed it up. Why? Because that bread had passed its pinnacle or was not yet at its pinnacle. Either way, everybody, I eat the beginnings of the bread. Everybody passed up that bread. And that bread, on many occasions, has to be donated to a food bank or thrown away because that bread was not in the spirit of excellence. And if you do that over bread, how many of your divine connections are doing that over you?
Okay, I have a question. Because, yeah, but I use the beginning and the end of the bread for the peanut butter insert sandwich.
You old as hell.
The mustard of all great peanut butter insert sandwich. So do I need to stop doing that?
No,
that's
no.
difficult.
No, it's not difficult. You want to be in the spirit of spirit of stewardship, right? Which is, be a good steward of everything you own. You know, it's just like when Frida was out there, Mama said, now when you get inside, change some shoes. We got some school clothes, play clothes. And she didn't do that. She was hard-headed until she bought her own first pair of shoes. When she started buying her own shoes, she ain't put no toe lines in them. Now they didn't even bend her toes. It's just walk flat foot. You understand? All that stuff. The bread is not the pinnacle. If you bite into an apple before it reaches its pinnacle, you might break your teeth. You might. You know, this is too hard. You ever had an avocado that wasn't ready? Yeah. That's like a stone. That's a stone. Literally, it's a stone. You can't eat it. It's not avocado. It was something. Oh man, I gotta wait, and you gotta wait days.
It's an amanada.
Yeah, as hard as an almond for sure. And you gotta wait. But as soon as it's at its pinnacle, it's the best avocado in the world. When it gets past its pinnacle, and it got the little brown spots, you start guessing it, don't you? You start doing stuff like this here. I don't.
That's it.
I'm not sure. Smell this? And when it get a little past it, and it get real brown, you got to start picking around it, don't you? Yeah. And none of you pick around it. You go, man, I done wasted my money, and do what with it? How many times have your blessings been thrown away?
My God.
I'm gonna keep going, Jerome. I'm gonna keep going.
I feel it. Yes, I do.
If you take a car collision, they don't call them car accidents no more, because the accident implies nobody was at fault. Just some nerd stuff. It's a car collision, according to the police. The car collision. If you take a car collision and have a little fender bender, no problem. Let's pull over the side of the road. People don't even look. You in the way, to be honest with you. You in the way. You take the car, you take the whole front part of the car off. People start looking. You're not in the way no more. You an example for, I'm glad I'm not doing whatever they was doing. And then, depending on your beliefs, you start praying for people. Oh, Lord, I sure hope everybody all right. You understand? You all that. Because that front whole car is off, that's more of a pinnacle of a car collision. So you got to look now. I mean, you look good. You know, don't fool me now. You look, see the fender bender, y'all is in my way. I'm on my way to work.
Right. Yeah.
The whole front part of the car off, no, you got to look at that.
Yeah.
Ooh, that thing is total. You have a whole conversation in the car with whoever you're with. When you get to work, you say, girl, I seen that accident. And if you're the passenger seat, you might take a picture, say, pray for them, all on social media. That's what you might do.
Yeah.
Because the higher it's in its pinnacle, the more attention it gets. Now, the true pinnacle of a car collision is when it results in a death. When it results in a death, that whole street is shut down. The fire truck is turned sideways.
Yeah. Yeah.
The police are turned sideways, and there's one way down the block.
Yeah.
And anybody oncoming, especially in like Houston, God forbid, 3 miles backwards, there's no movement. On the outbound or inbound other side of the car collision that results in a death, that ain't moving either. Because Jerome, they call them folk rubbernecked.
Yes.
They got that thing going on. And they got to see what's going on.
Yeah.
Now, what's the difference? The difference is when it's a death at the pure pinnacle it could possibly be, everything in a 3-mile radius must stop.
Mm-hmm.
Every law enforcement available must show up. Every available EMT certified person, ambulance or fire truck must show up. The emergency room gets phone calls. The coroner is getting a phone call to be ready at certain times. Family members have been called. Cell phone services spike in that area. Why? Because when something is in a spirit of excellence, including a car collision that results in death, everything becomes easy and effortless to bring attention to that thing. And if you're wondering why your business is not working, it is because the market only rewards excellence. And you cannot be excellent if you're not in the spirit of excellence.
That is good. That was perfect.
Thank you so much. It is what it is. And you think you don't suck, but the truth is you do. Because there's 2 U's, which we'll talk in great detail about this in 10:30. Because 1 U shows up to your dreams ready. The other U always does stuff that does not serve you. Most of the time, the does not serve you is driving your life. Because the only time you really show up to your dreams, like for real, is when you can see something good is about to happen. Let me tell y'all something. I've been alive 40 years. Maybe for 40 hours have I seen something good is about to happen. Every other time I had to believe it without evidence. It is rare that I wake up and see physical evidence of a day of goodness I'm going to have. Same with you. You woke up this morning. Did you see $1 million just laying on the ground? Some of y'all still waiting on that trash bag of money to float up. You know what I'm talking about. Hope ain't no cameras around. Ooh, Lord. You know what I'm talking about when y'all, they say, oh, well, Melissa Runsack finds $3 million of cocaine and turns it in. And people like me go, I would have did that. I know Rico. Rico, you can have that. You can have it for 80% off. Give your boy 300,000, man. You good. That's it. I ain't never turning that in. I ain't doing it. When you're at the pinnacle, everything is effortless. Joel Osteen is a great example of this. They said, Joel Osteen, you need to preach. Your daddy was a Baptist preacher, in which he was. Union Baptist, Houston, Texas. Yes. Dad was a Baptist preacher in a Baptist association. You don't get more Baptist than that.
You don't.
And when you in a associate, you are Baptist.
My God, what's going on?
There's grace and association right now.
Your moderator is giving his address.
They meet on this is what association church is. They meet on Tuesday at 10 in the morning.
Yeah.
Who the hell got time to go to church on Tuesday at 10 in the morning? Real Baptist folk.
Yep.
That done already retired.
Yep.
Already retired. We good, Pastor. We'll be there.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's less than 1% of the 1% of the 1%. They said you need to preach like your daddy.
Mm-hmm.
3 points. Fire. Joel Osteen Daddy Church had 5,000 members. He did a good job.
Mm-hmm.
Joel Osteen said, I'll be true to myself. 47,000 members in the building.
Mm-hmm.
100,000 digital members. 54 countries.
Mm-hmm.
2 million people a day. And all Joel Osteen do is be himself at the height of himself. I dare you to listen to a sermon to a Joel Osteen don't say love in it.
Mm-hmm.
I dare you. It's folk who are atheists, who can't stand televangelists. They go, but there's something about Joel. I just, different end of the spectrum.
Yeah.
Howard Stern. There's nothing even kill about Joel Osteen and Howard Stern. I doubt Joel Osteen had topless women on the microphone while he was in the pulpit. Howard Stern does that frequently. Frequently. Howard Stern has people show up, Phil says all the time, to see what he gonna say, who like him, and people who don't like him to show up to see what he gonna say. Either way, effortlessly. Jon Stewart. He reinvented late night TV, which is almost impossible to say. I just had a moment in my head. You know, it's impossible saying, but he did. Because somehow, and this is the craziest thing possible, somehow, during September 11th and every tragedy after, he was the only objective voice of reasoning in news. The only one. Because he was just himself. He threw the script cards away and just let America have it in his very good way. Kevin Hart, easily
Hey,
number one. Yeah, yes, sir.
Antonio,
Mm-hmm.
I want to give you an example of someone who's like real themselves on TV. Craig Ferguson.
Oh, yeah.
Just YouTube any interview, like with Desmond Tutu, with anyone, like any interview you see of him. He's quite literally himself and nothing more, nothing less.
Right. Absolutely. Then somebody else is like, who's the number one comedian of all time? It's not even close. The income is not even close. And it's not Kevin Hart.
I bet it's somebody who don't even.
Jerry
I
Seinfeld.
thought you said, yeah,
Oh, wow.
Seinfeld, yeah.
Jerry Seinfeld.
Really?
I'm pretty sure Jerry Seinfeld has sex the way he does comedy. I'm pretty sure. The man don't change. He's in the shower doing that same bit. Like, I'm pretty sure. If
Hey,
you
that's Tyler Perry.
yeah, Tyler Perry. That's another. Tyler Perry understands Black culture, what's gonna make Black people laugh.
Mm.
They're not gonna come see your stuff. Black people still coming to see your stuff.
Mhm.
I don't even watch movies and own all the movies. Didn't even see them. You know why I got them? Because the number one thing I want to do during Christmas holidays is be to myself. So I put on one of them movies and put on them plays, and everybody grab around the TV, and I can go play my video game and do something. I am not lying. I am not the only person like that around here. Kim was like, girl, me too. I'm trying to tell you, y'all sit around and play them cards, you know, because Jackie is messy. We all got that messy Jackie. You know who she is, that messy aunt. If you're doing group economics, but you're not showing up excellent to whatever Jerome is doing, you're the reason why it's not working. Let's take this on a spiritual level. If you're praying for your financial breakthrough, but you're not being spirit of excellence with the current finances that you have, you're not getting your financial breakthrough. If you are looking for a kingdom wife, kingdom husband, a wife, but you're not treating yourself with the spirit of excellence, and I mean your self-talk with the spirit of excellence, there is nobody coming to date you but the same people you're trying not to date. Your self-talk has to become more excellent. You have to talk to you the way God talks to you. Now, some of y'all got a Fox News God. I ain't got nothing to do with that.
Oh.
Yeah, you got one of those. Your job is.
I know that you say that there's a problem with people interrupting, but I
You talking about
know
on this call? Y'all interrupt me anytime. Bother me.
okay, because I know I do that often. Because if I don't, I won't. Sometimes it won't hold.
That's okay, because in this culture, it's not interruption. It's good.
But-
It's good TV.
Okay, good. Because I have to make a, what do you call it? Confession.
I like those.
Yeah.
If you
Yeah.
cry, I would like it even better.
Well, I'm a big crybaby. I'm gonna try not to cry, but it's definitely fact, and I definitely want to talk about it right here in this space
Cool.
because there's something about stewardship that must be done in the spirit of excellence. And when you are doing it, there's something that happens if and when you do not respect the, what you call it? I want to say the overhead. I know
Yeah.
you're going to put this together for me.
I got you. I got you.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Can you help me not cry?
No, I ain't gonna help you with that one. It's good TV. I need my Oprah moment.
If you cry, you need to turn on your camera.
Yeah, turn on your camera. Make it turn
Oh
on your
my
camera.
God. Oh my
I need
God.
my Oprah moment. I need
Yeah,
my
we want to
Oprah
see the
moment.
ugly cry.
Yes. Yes.
This, okay. So okay. I'm
Take your
trying to
time.
get it together.
The church folk right now, they be saying, take your time, baby.
Let him use you, baby. Let him use you. So okay, so one of the things that happened to me that I am totally amazed with is that one of the things that you suggested that I do, and you suggested it to everybody, but it was personal. Everything you suggest or any member of the ATS team suggests, I take it very personal because I've learned years ago, if you don't have any skin in the game, if that makes sense,
It does.
then you're not going to actually feel the growth within. And although I didn't have funds, I still felt like I had to do it
Fair enough.
regardless. And what kind for Sandra was that I needed to remember the woman that knew that she didn't have a lot, but to her, those 2 coins meant everything for her to use to plant. So one of the things that I did was I just began to say, thank you for allowing me to do it in the excellence of being a good steward. And that was to start giving to the Assembly of Wonders.
Wow.
When I tell you, and it might be corny to anybody else, and it's okay, but to Sandra, it was the beginning of something coming together.
Come on now.
For me.
Come on now.
I have never, and it's like, it's so crazy because it's like I can understand now. It's like a planting of knowledge for me. It's not the money, it's the knowledge that's attached to it. That I'm okay, that you're going to be taken care of. It's like those seeds are going to be, it's difficult to explain, but it makes sense with everything for me, for Sandra.
Right.
Because what I have been through has made me withhold everything. And everything has to have a precise and concise stream of I see it. attached to it, and I didn't see anything with this with the wondrous. I just knew that it was real. I believe. But when I start planting what I did not have, it was just amazing. And I just want to say thank you for that.
No, you're welcome. You're welcome.
And I
No.
know that there's more coming where I will be able to invest, because that's what I feel, because that's what I believe. So I really want to say thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
That's
Come on,
real
y'all clap
talk.
for. No, y'all clap for her. No, real talk. Real talk.
Love you, sis.
Sandra.
Yeah.
Love you.
You are not alone.
Sandra.
Well said.
No, she's been given $100. So we got Assembly of Wonders. I haven't really been telling y'all to give anything. She's been given $100 a month for a minute. And all we do with Assembly of Wonders is feed people and stuff, all that, the 4 missions, student loans and all that stuff, end world hunger, all that stuff. And when you give, you automatically set up your receiving, right? Because assuming that there is only one of us in the room, Neil Donald Walsh, assuming that all of us are God, then when I give, I'm actually giving to myself, because you just a different version of myself. You're an other self. That's why when you give, you receive. And if that doesn't make sense, well, you give a tomato to the ground, you get back 100 tomatoes. It is what it is. It is what it is. Now you're gonna need to put a little 2 woods up to splint that, because the tomatoes is heavy once they start. I had to find that out the hard way. Yeah, my tomato didn't tomato all the way; it fell, and I don't know, maybe some rabbit or something came got it. No, I wanted it in the pot. I didn't want it on the ground, because one of them little critters ate it off the ground. I needed it to, hang right. Needed to hang right. Anyway, I plant tomatoes all the time. Tomatoes and avocados for sure, and apples and stuff like that. Yeah.
Can
sure.
I add
Yes, ma'am.
that the feeling is so unreal? And I have been trying to do what I can put in for the betterment. And it's not, I don't know what I'm doing wrong, that I can't
We'll walk
get
you
it
through
connected.
it. Okay, we'll walk you through it. That's no
Thank you.
problem.
But
We
that
got you.
feeling is simply amazing.
Yep.
I love y'all so much.
We love you too. We love you too.
We love you, Miss Sandra.
Let me play out something real quick.
Is up. And not only wake up, but wake up with the mind. Monday morning motivation. That's what the fuck this is right now. All right, look, man, wake up. Wake y'all asses up. And not only wake up, but wake up with the mindset of being better than you were last week. If you wake up this week and you're not trying to be better than you were last week, then go back to fucking bed. Lay your ass back down. People always ask me what I hate. I don't hate much, but there's one thing that I do hate. The one thing that I do hate is a talker. A person that talks about what they're gonna do constantly. I'm about to do this. Hey man, you know what I'm gonna do? Hey, wait till I do. Stop talking. Just do it. Actions speak louder than words, man. Don't nobody wanna hear no hypotheticals all damn day. Take your hypothetical almost could have happened but didn't do it ass and go sit down. Be a doer. Don't shock somebody, man. Show up with results. Are you that type of person? If not, man, then try to become one. Message over.
Yo, up early on this beautiful Sunday morning, getting it in. While running, I had somebody stop me and say, Kevin Hart, why are you working out so hard? What are you training for? The answer to that question was not a goddamn thing. I told myself I'm training for myself, brother. At the end of the day, I'm in competition with me, nobody else. I make my own records, I break my own records. I'm trying to be the best person I can possibly be. At the end of the day, every day is the beginning of a new day.
I represent hard work, determination, motivation. I think without a doubt, if anything else, by watching me, it's simply an example of hard work pays off.
That's it.
What you put into your craft, you can get out to it if you put 110% into it. And I'm just an example of that.
I'm on my jog right now, and I decided to stop over this overpass so y'all can see cars going north and south. Well, guess what? I go east to west sometimes. You know why? Because I like to break shit up. I'm a groundbreaker. God damn it. If you're about this life, to shake shit up, don't do what they expect you to do. Do the unexpected. That's how winners win. That's how great people become great. Because they do what you don't expect us to do. God damn, I'm about to shake this bridge up right now. Hustle hard. Motivation Wednesday. Hump day. Succeed. Goddamn win it life. Take over. Yo, I'm not gonna lie, man. This weekend had your boy down. I was sad. I was affected by what's going on in the world. Then this morning I got up and I reminded myself about my gift. My gift is the ability to make people smile, bring people closer together. I said, Kevin, this is when you're supposed to stand up, goddammit. Use your gift. So people, I'm back. I'm back. I'm not gonna mope around. I'm gonna make these people happy in this fucking world. So goddammit, be prepared to smile again. I'm gonna do my justice. I'm gonna do my duty. I'm not gonna let this shit get us down and affect us. I'm back. Smile, damn it. Let's get back to smiling. Let's get back to loving. Let's get back to being positive. Let's not let this shit beat us. I'm gonna lead by example. I gotta step up, and I'm doing it right now. I love everybody. That's all love. Love.
You have no idea the fucking feeling that I have going through my body right now, man. This is a fucking dream come true.
Hollywood has a way of making everything seem like an overnight success. Oh my God, where'd this guy come from? Oh, this kid, who is he? Look, he's a massive star. 18 years in the business, you know.
You put in your 10,000 hours.
I put in my time, you know. I got dues that have been paid and paid again and paid one more time after that. I stayed true to my dreams, and by doing that, eventually they came true.
Motivation Mondays, baby. Let's make this week ours. At the end of the day, we can be great, but let's be great together.
I'm gonna need y'all to catch that energy. Yes, please.
Yeah, that was amazing.
And that's a comedian.
Yeah, I like that link. Put that link out there.
Got you.
That's hardcore. Get off your ass and get moving. That's what I like.
That man worked
Yes,
hard.
let's shake this shit up.
That man worked hard. You hear me? That man worked hard. He worked hard. Group economics don't work. Because when you wrote your book for Melissa, you ain't write your book for yourself. It is what it is. And you.
It's very true. I think what hit me the most in that video was the Hollywood does sometimes paint they do paint a picture that everyone has an overnight success with great, and that is not the case. You do have to put in your dues. And I think as humans, the hardest part is putting that dues because we do want the overnight success.
Right.
And it doesn't happen that way.
I
think that's what gets us down a lot. That's what gets us down.
Absolutely. I'm glad you pointed out because that's where y'all quit. Like the deal is you set a goal. Like y'all, my brain about to fall out my head. Y'all set a goal and then do everything you can to hit that goal. And you don't hit that goal. And then you blame God for not hitting that goal. You use your religion as an excuse for not hitting that goal. You then say some dumbass shit like, ooh, I guess I shouldn't be doing this. Do you want it, Tracy? It's that simple. Because I've never seen somebody ever. I just never seen it. I've never seen somebody set a goal and hit it the first time. I've never seen it. Can you imagine a baby 4 months old getting up and walking the first time? By all intents and purposes, that baby is a loser. That baby has to fall at least 10,000 times and fail before the baby can actually take 2 steps that you're going to cheer over. 2 clumsy steps, by the way. We got to go. This is why Jesus tried to tell y'all, come to me as a child. Do you have what it takes to fail 10,000 times, look publicly stupid, and don't even notice it like a baby?
Yep. I've been doing it
Yes,
for a minute.
sir.
There it is.
Yep.
Can
How
you
many
be like
companies
sugar?
have I had that failed to get to this one?
This one. 5 of them, 6 of them, 12 of them, 1,211 of them. It's the truth. Group economics don't work. Now, Tracy said she wanted black or something. That's my fault. That ain't Tracy's fault. We're gonna open up these boxes and see what we got. And I'm gonna sell every one we got and then buy the black one to make sure we give it to her if we ain't got black. That's spirit of excellence. You get what I'm saying? That's spirit of excellence. This is what it is. We got what we got. I got chicken. And ain't got no seasoning on it. Chicken. You hear me? I got chicken. You got to go home and put some hot sauce on it. Now, you want this chicken or not? And if you don't want this chicken, I got to go find somebody who wants the chicken. And this is where y'all go wrong. I'm not saying, that's why I said, as it was asked, like, we got the ones you're going to buy. That was the real answer. That wasn't smart. If he don't buy it, we ain't got it. So the one he going to buy is the one we got. And I need that's a real answer. That's not a diss. If I don't have what he don't buy, that's because I did not do it well, not him. Not because, and I'm not going to guilt him, this group economics, man. You need to go ahead and just buy. I didn't say that. Because that ain't group economics, that's begging.
Sir, I just didn't want to start no war over at my son's house because he got grandkids. I get them all the same color or something like that. It's going to be a war. See, that's what I was doing.
You understand? See that? See, didn't even anticipate that. But now that I think about it, I can't go to my kids with the same color. I sure enough can't. I can't go to my kids with the same color. I watched one of my kids convince the other kids this your favorite color.
Snap.
Can you spray paint them, Antonio?
Nah, that's some gangster stuff. We won't even do that now. We won't even do that for sure. Look, I'm telling you, we buy stuff wholesale. So we got to get, how it goes, Melissa. Whatever it comes, that's how it comes. That's how it comes. However it comes is how it comes. My job is to wake up and go find the person who wants pink. The law wants pink. I guarantee you that. It just is what it is. Am I being obnoxious? Yeah. Winning is very obnoxious. It is. Winners are very bold. You set a goal, then you quit because you didn't make the goal. And then start praying to hit the goal that you quit on. And then you get mad, and now you start acting differently at people who hit their goals.
Mm-hmm.
This is all real talk, man. This is all real talk.
Yes.
You pastor a church, and this is how it would have went different. Tracy said, I want pink. Well, give to the Lord, and we'll be able to get pink.
Watch it, sir. Watch it.
Y'all acting like y'all would act
You
like
just said something like that. You ain't nobody
like y'all ain't ever. Y'all will act like I was out of line when I just said that. Like I just made that up. Doggone well that not everybody, not even most of them, but charismatic folk like me will emotionally guilt you into giving. Don't you act like. Yeah. Damn one of y'all like salespeople because of that very reason. Don't even want to go to a used car dealership. Just I'm doing it online. I don't even right. I'm just doing it online. I'm not even going in there. Marcus is not about to swindle me.
Hello.
You get it. This don't work because we don't work. There's two us's. Now, real talk. Real talk. So with that, it just I'm not attempting to get on you. That'll happen at 10:30. At 6:30. Yeah. That'll happen at 6:30. That'll happen at 6:30. I'm saying though, if Kim tell me what she like in me, and I don't do what she like in me, don't get mad when Kim start dating outside of me.
Watch yourself, sir.
That's
it.
And we get mad at people for forcing them to cheat.
I had a clean top over here.
That was too real. Y'all didn't like that. That was too real. That was too. And look, I don't even, Chiquita, I don't even have a radar in my head that says I'm doing too much. It went off that time. I ain't even got a radar. It went off that time. You can't say that. They not gonna like you. It went off that time. Some of y'all are forcing your mates into infidelity. Can't nobody force nobody to do nothing. I understand. But you sure tip that scale a little bit.
You sure did, because if you don't treat me right, well, I'm gonna go somewhere else that they're gonna treat me.
See? I'm not telling you, we ain't talking about right or wrong. We're talking about spirit of excellence. If you want an excellent relationship, you can't make the person excellent. You gotta be excellent.
Yeah.
If you want an excellent relationship with your child, stop correcting them. How about that? Because all they're gonna do is push against it. And they're gonna go to some boy or some girl who won't correct them. Who's gonna support their behaviors. Now they living a life you don't want, which is more than likely the same life you lived when you was their age.
Watch it.
You trying to knock the you right out of them.
My God.
I have a family member. I ain't gonna say I have a family member who is she had 2 kids, and she has been lesbian for their whole life. They teenagers or teenagers now. Like I don't mean like 13. I mean like 17. Grown teenagers. You understand what I'm saying? Like they can get capital punishment in Texas. Teenagers. And that's what I'm just saying. And got mad. Kicked her daughter out the house mad. Said, where did I go wrong mad? When she found out her daughter was gay.
Wait, you just said. Okay. All right. You making your point because you tell a story.
I gave you a point. Now I'm giving you a story. It's you the problem. I'm not gay. Ain't nothing wrong gay. I'm saying don't like something and then not like it on your child.
Wow.
That don't make no sense. And don't like Melissa to do excellent, but then like lazy on yourself. Because Jerome can only lead according to the level of his family members. Ooh, yeah, I got a great idea. Jerome, we ain't doing that. All right then. Well, then it just ain't gonna get done then. It's the truth. It's the truth. I can only have a good idea until it reach your hands. Once it reach your hands, I am at the mercy of your excellence. This is why you need to be this. I was talking about this today, regardless, because I ended yesterday saying protect your ground. So if you think I'm picking on you, no, this is stair-stepping. This is why you have to watch how you work with people.
Oh my God. I'm so I'm so sorry.
Yes, yes,
I'm so
yes,
sorry.
yes. Come on,
Wait.
Queen T. Hold on, let me.
Oh,
Come on, Queen T.
Man, listen, you are talking today.
Come on.
Because you know I used to be that person. Auntie, what do you do? Try stuff the first time. And then I'm like, forget this. I ain't doing it no more. Scrap the whole thing. And then I do the next thing. And I'm like, what is happening? What is going on? Why is this not working? Mind you, I don't wait until the last possible minute to throw all the stuff together. But I worked hard in them last possible minutes, okay? To throw it all together. I put in my best work, okay?
And then get mad. Get mad. You don't see how hard I'm working?
Exactly. What is wrong with this picture? Just to get crickets. But now I'm like, listen, I'm determined to be, ma'am.
Oh, don't worry about it. Don't worry
I'm
about it.
determined to be the highest version.
My whole church used to sound
being.
like that.
Right. So every day I'm like, you have to make the hardest decision that's going to yield the best outcome. Like I start getting up early in the morning so that I could go outside and I could exercise, right, before the sun come up hot in the day. So I don't have no excuse. Do I want to get out the bed? No, I don't want to get out the bed. But I tell myself, listen, this is the harder of the decisions, because you have a decision to get up, or I had a decision to keep laying there and get up later. But by making the harder decision of the two and getting up, I start my day earlier. I'm energized. I'm active. My brain is ready. I get stuff done well before everybody else is still asleep in the bed. And I don't, worked most of my day in the morning before most people's days even start. So making the harder of the two decisions so that you can be the best version of yourself each and every day is what's going to get you where you want to be.
Is that the girl that was on your back in your stories?
Yes, this is my niece, Nevaeh. Say hello since you made your internet debut. Say hi.
Hi. You stole
She's
the show.
beautiful.
Look, Queen Chi. Queen Chi is a professional speaker. She didn't even break eye contact. No, she's right. And I like that idea to take that hardest decision and run with it. On average, I've been running 3 miles a day now. Yesterday, I had posted, I was like, all right, I only did 1.5 miles because it was hotter than dog breath out there. I'm telling you.
Dog breath.
It was hot. It was hot. It was hot. And I wound up just saying, let me keep going. And I wound up doing 3 extra miles. So I wound up going over 1 mile of what I wanted to do. So instead of finishing.
Congratulations.
Appreciate it. Instead of finishing at 3, I finished at 4. And as long as no doubt, it's the longest I ran since I've been in the Army. And I was thinking to myself, I think I'm gonna do 8 today. Now,
wow.
I'm compulsive like that. And then I woke up this morning.
Watch it.
And I tried to stand up, and my ankles was like, nah, bro. First of all, don't play us like that. Don't
tell me now.
Don't do that. Now we is 40 and you is heavy.
You have to take up swimming, Antonio. As a Navy man, I tell you, take up swimming.
Take up swimming. Yep. And I'm thinking about this for a second. Look, Tyrell was like, hey, you can't sit there. My advocate was on it, But I'm thinking to myself when I woke up this morning, I should take an off day, give my body a rest. That's what I said. And I had the greatest scientific argument for why I should rest that you've ever heard. I wish I could put a microphone in my brain, y'all. I went because I kid you not, because I take my kids with me. I even start having a conversation with my kids about how we was gonna rest. I'm not done. And then I convinced them, because they listen to their dad, about how they need to rest too. Now, keep in mind, my kids ain't present for this conversation.
Oh, I thought you had to go.
That was in my head.
Oh, okay.
That was in my head. Oh, they wasn't present. Oh, no. This conversation ain't even happening. It only exists in my little two of us show up, the little sabotager. It exists in the sabotager. The sabotager is educated. You hear me? I mean, that sabotager know all the science when it's time to sabotage. Know all of it. Know all of it. And on the ride down, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna take a break. You know what I'm saying? When I got out the car, the ankles were still, I'm gonna take a break. I'm gonna take a break. And I said to myself, you're not taking a damn break. Then, when I finally won, I used hygiene as an excuse. But see, what you're not gonna feel like doing, because you got to come back and teach at 6:30. And you know you're gonna work out between 1 and 4. Do you really want to take another bath? Because you already took a bath. You don't need to take another bath. I'm trying to be as transparent as possible, Tracy. I'm trying to help y'all. Okay.
Come on.
Man, I don't take another bath. It's too hot to be just taking a bath. And then I said this here. And you know when you get out the bath, you're still gonna be hot, so you're gonna be sweating after the bath. And ain't nobody got time for that either. And then you're gonna be too tired. Just don't do it so you can give them your all at 6:30.
Wow.
I went through all that. Literally say she's sweating right now because she was just out there. I went through all that just because I'm winning.
Watch yourself.
Just because my body looked different, I'm super consistent. It's working. I don't even get on the scale anymore. I think the scale is the stupidest thing on the planet. I think it's stupid. Well, because everything I'm doing actually turns fat into muscle. So sometimes the scale don't move, and sometimes the scale go up. But my skinny jeans they don't even fit. When skinny jeans fall off you losing weight. You losing weight. And I did all that because I was winning. Do you hear me?
Yeah.
Tracy, I went, you can take a day off. Because we already know I'm taking a weekend off. And the boys may try to get me on a Sunday. So we know I'm already taking 2 off. Just take 3. It's all right. Use your age. Let me tell y'all something. All the way up until I was 30, I played basketball. I did everything every day. Never took a day off. Never took a day off. Can I push that further? Yeah. When I was doing all the wrong stuff, Jerome, I ain't never take a day off from doing the wrong stuff. Never.
Watch it.
Let me talk to you church folk real quick. I've never in my life sinned halfway. Queen T, I never.
We all haven't partially sinned. We all, if you look at it that way,
full sin.
Yeah,
full sin.
And never even thought about taking a day off.
Full sin.
And we still doing it now.
Like, Tracy, you finna get all this sin today. Full sin. You hear me? Full sin. Never went, I'm just gonna sin just a little bit. No. If I ever smoke, I would smoke a lot of weed. I just don't smoke. Go ahead, Terry. I just don't. Y'all gotta die for y'all high. That's too much for me. Y'all I can't do that. I can't go through it. I can't do it. And I like to kiss too much too. So I can't, I can't do that. I can't do that. That's y'all be dying up in here with it. You know what I'm saying? Y'all brave.
Okay.
I need my lungs. I need my lungs. I need my lungs. Yeah, I can't do it. She's a friend center. Okay. Okay. She partially, just a little bit, Let me tell you something. I've been on the front row. Pastor, hurry up so I can go sin. There we go. I already set this up. I already pulled my phone out. I got my phone in my Bible. Phone in my Bible. See you after service.
And that's when the pastor pick on you to read.
Or phone in my Bible. Yeah, let me see my Facebook timeline say. I just want to, just forget this whole sermon. I need to know what's happening on my timeline.
Best application they ever created. That's right.
You got to be excellent. I know you had something to say, but I wasn't gonna let you confess. You're right. You have to be excellent. This don't work because you show up to your keynote with no preparation or very little. Do you understand? Neil Patel did a video. It actually pissed me off when I watched it. It did. No, it did. It really made me mad. The video, I'll show you. The video, y'all gotta be mad with me. Everybody mad. We all mad together.
Needs to load fast. Back in 2006, Amazon did a study and found that for every 100 milliseconds that their site slows down, they would lose roughly $107 million a year. As for today, it would be $3.8 billion. Just to give you a rough idea, if your load time goes from 1 second to 3 seconds, your bounce rate will increase by 32%. And if it goes to 5 seconds, 90%. And if it goes to 6 seconds, it's over 100%. In other words, your website needs to load fast. Back in 2006,
everything about that video made me mad. Every single thing about that video. You hear me? Everything. 1%, I'm losing 107 million. It'd be 3.7 billion. I'm trying to get 3.7 billion. Now think about this for a second. That video made me mad because it made me respect something. The market is not waiting on anything that's not excellent. I don't care how good your product is or how much better your burger is than McDonald's. Can you get these kids to stop jumping in my back seat in 5 minutes? Because if not, McDonald's can.
Yeah.
Can you make sure I can hurry up and feed these kids so I can have me a me night? Because if not, McDonald's can. And we all know McDonald's is nasty unless they want to sponsor ATS. And y'all are fantastic. McDonald's is great. Y'all are fantastic. You taste great. If you want to sponsor, you are absolutely taste worthy. Yeah, 4 out of 5 people enjoy. You know the best. Now them fries are. We ain't gonna talk about the fries. People ain't waiting. They're not waiting. They're not waiting. And listen, this is not. And then people are gonna tell you, well, people don't have patience. I get that. There's a strong argument for that. And you're more than likely to be right for that. I think it's something else, Kim. I think you're being judged. I don't think it's just I don't have patience. I think we have a standard of what excellent is, and waiting ain't part of it. There's only 2, 3 acceptable times that I think people will wait today. And I'm not saying these are acceptable as in we prefer them. At the doctor, because we know how they do it. We even try to sneak side show up an hour early, hoping they see us an hour early. That don't work. that don't work at all. Y'all see, have y'all noticed the difference between the doctor and the dentist?
Yeah.
There's a complete different quality of the room is even brighter.
Yes, it is.
The wait is almost non-existent.
Yes.
The room is brighter. They got music jamming and TV so you can watch, even though they're gonna flip you upside down, you ain't gonna be able to watch the TV.
Yes.
Because you gotta actually buy dentist stuff separately. Hospital, you gonna come here anyway. You know what I'm saying? You just gonna come here anyway. The post office, we just expect to wait there.
Yes.
But that's why they need a bailout, because we tired of that. So we just use the internet. and a gas station because we ain't got no choice. That's about it. Other than that, I don't think humans. So we complain about gas right now, still filling up.
DMV.
Yeah, all the air without the whole room. I'm so glad we only got to do that once every 7 years or something. So we had to do that every year. Yeah, they back open, but you got to. Everybody went to appointment only though.
Okay.
Yeah, at least
Now
down here.
know you waiting for that bottle of scotch in the liquor store before a holiday. Don't lie.
Well, you know, so that's a different kind of wait. You understand? That's a different. That's not waiting. You know, that's waiting my turn in line. You know, that's that ain't waiting. You know, that ain't waiting. That's a good wait. That's a good wait. We have to be excellent, and if you are not going to be excellent, stay out the group. That's not mean. We should be able. Change my tone. We should be able, as a community, to rotate $5,000 a month per person every 3 or 4 days. We should. We should. Especially when you know you're going to get it. And then here's what's even crazy. Some of y'all will be on the list to get and still ain't making no impact. So you have to know that right now, 26 people, I have no idea how many people on YouTube who gonna watch the replay later. I know it's always more people watch the replay later. If y'all got together, everybody on this call right now could be sharing about $300 a month at, in the real estate right now. You can all be part owners of an apartment complex, 54 units, Texas. 26 people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now we talking.
You could.
Now we getting to the rubber meeting the road now.
That's it. That's it. And that's cash flow. We're not talking about the buying power you would have at the bank. Let me tell you something about credit that's real sneaky. Y'all don't know it. It's real sneaky. Credit. I shouldn't even expose this to y'all. Credit real sneaky. By the way, we're gonna make sure we fix a lot of people's credit. But anyway, let me just. When they pull your credit, they're not just pulling your credit. They're not just judging you. They say, "Oh damn, Adonia got 3 $25,000 cars." And the only way you could do that, and they got the ratio in the head, she got to make at least this much money.
Okay.
Adonia can't have a $25,000 car if she's not making at least $5,000 a month. You can't. That's not how math works.
Yeah.
Is y'all hear me? So here's what it is. So they go, denied.
Oh.
And you go, but I make $50 million. Sir, we can only go by what's on TransUnion. We can only go by what's on Experian. And what's on Experian? No credit cards, no nothing. Or a $300 limit. And what kind of rich person got a car with a $300 limit? I'm telling you, I am telling you something. So you go apply for a car loan.
That's their gas card for their boat, Antonio. Come on now.
For real. So you go apply for a car loan and you're saying, well, I would like 20,000. They'd be like, no, we can give you 13,000. You know what I'm saying? And that's a lot for a car loan when you ain't got no credit. If you get 13,000, you got to do this, you got to do this, you got to do this. But you like us to do this, do this, do this, do this, do this. When your credit report says that you got this much and this much and this much, and you got a good payment history, all that, I'm used to 100% funding stuff. But sometimes when I talk, I actually tell you I do this, without the gap, without covering the gap, because I forget about the gap, because I'm not used to the gap. Your credit report will show everything about you, from the zip codes, your spending habits, your integrity, and everything. So you can say, oh, I made a gazillion dollars. I just got a pay raise. But if your credit report don't reflect, I got $1,000 credit card. Good job. You're on your way somewhere. But I promise you, when Mark Cuban has his credit run, he has 15 unlimited credit cards, and he applied for a $10,000 loan. They were like, sir, you want the bank? Because you can have the whole bank. I mean, we give you. I'm bringing that example up because when you apply for anything, this is why Adonia ain't trying to mess up her score. I keep telling her to mess it up, though, but she don't want to mess it up. This is why Adonia ain't trying to mess up her score, because they look at you and they go, sorry, you're not excellent. You are average. And you apply for an excellent card.
Okay.
Or if they do this here, I'm sorry, you're not excellent, but we will work with you. However, we have some concerns. Student loans, this, and we have this Verizon, and then they start saying, y'all ever try to buy something like a house or something? They say, we want you to get rid of this first, and this first, and this first, and this first, because they're saying you're at the, and that interest rate ain't gonna be good. It ain't gonna be bad, but it ain't gonna be good. Even the credit bureaus are looking at you saying, can't do group economics with them.
Don't forget about what divorce does to credit too.
Lord have mercy. Divorce does your credit bad because you trusted people and you own two things, and now you're mad at each other. And I want you to die. I want your credit to die right now. I'm not paying. I'm not keeping the bills up. And now it is. It's terrible. It's absolutely terrible. It's absolutely terrible. Think about this, y'all. Where would you be if you didn't quit on you? That's all I want you to do is I got two challenges for you today. Everybody right now take some sort of screenshot, print screen, however your computer may work. Right now, just all these squares, all of it. Now I know Phil is already doing this exercise. But he's gonna do it anyway because he's obedient. But besides that, first-rate people are obedient. You know what I mean? Besides that, because I'm getting ready to say, I want everybody to contact everybody on this call, see how you can work with them. Y'all know damn well Phil do that for a living. So removing Phil out the equation, because he's already doing that. When it be Marcus Buckingham or anything, he's already making sure, just in case one of y'all hit it big. Remember us, right? He's already doing his networking. But the rest of you, your first challenge is if you let me get on this microphone one more time and tell you to start working with everybody here again, and you not doing that, you're not making no sense. So please take a screenshot. I know for sure Ken is used to having $100,000 deals. I know for sure. Some of y'all need to be with Ken. Look, Melissa said she made it easy. It's in the chat. I guess it's save chat time, ain't it? Want y'all to throw your information in the chat. Everybody's saving the chat today. Group economics don't mean support Antonio's eBay company. That's religious economics.
My God.
I didn't say which religion. I didn't say religious. It's religious economics. Take care of the head. Group economics will take care of everybody. Queen T, I didn't say make sure I get the helicopter. All right, we need everybody to give $145 so we can get the propeller on the helicopter changed. Everybody here need to be buying from everybody. And when you want to buy something, don't buy something outside. Sit here and say, let me check inside first. If we can just get this done. I'm gonna tell you, here's my actual plan. Hate telling y'all my actual plans. If I can get y'all on the same page, I swear to God, I'll close this call down. It'll still happen, but I'll shut it down from the internet. You hear me? I'll talk to y'all exclusively just every morning. I'll change this to invite only. And I'll make sure that every last person here was in deals. I keep it open because I'm still looking. Just like as soon as your doctor get all the patients that he want or she want that pay their bills on time. I'm sorry, Queen Chi, we're not accepting new patients at this time. It's real talk.
We doing the deal in 78 days, brother. You okay if it's just me and him doing the deal?
He's right. He's right. We're trying to go get multi-million-dollar apartment complex. Well, I'm already gonna do it. I'm already doing it. But we're trying to include you. I'm not telling you. Look at it. Look, even the don you put up, the don, pulled over. Hold on, let me pull over.
Yeah, we trying to get this apartment building. We trying to get right in with you.
I'm trying to tell y'all, listen.
I'm not embarrassed to tell you. We trying to get a multi-million-dollar apartment complex.
That's it. That's what you should be.
I'm at work trying to snap every picture back and forth.
We're gonna make sure the chat get to you. Don't worry about it. We're gonna make sure the chat get to you.
I'm trying to figure out how to screenshot from my Android because I thought I knew how to do it. I was like, dang it. So I'm just copying everything.
Just copy. Just copy. Don't you have to stop like, okay. So we know Sugar is at work. We know Yolanda is at work. Otis is at work. I think
Adrian is our phone.
Adrian's on her phone. She's technically handicapped, when she on the phone. So we're gonna take care. We're gonna make sure we do that for y'all. We're gonna make sure y'all get it. We're gonna make sure y'all get it. I promise you. Make sure Michelle.
I want to say this right quick.
Okay. Go ahead.
Because my man's gone. Look. I'm serious about interview. I was thinking about that the other day. I want to interview almost everybody on here, especially you, Queen. Because I mean, you are like a true inspiration. I was like, look at her get it. Look at her go. I want to be like that. Like, it's just like that, me being a little girl talking about, I want to grow up. That's how I looked at it.
Well, good. So with this Queen Chi, you got your interview request, all of you. Especially Queen Chi, yes, absolutely. I said Michelle. I meant Monica. All these doggone names. If all y'all just had the same name, it wouldn't be hard.
Sorry about that, Antonio.
Yes.
I had nothing to do with mine.
Yeah, from now on, everybody.
We haven't developed the conglomerate name yet with us, sir. But we will have one on September 30th.
Okay. So will for sure. You have Anthony is now Anthony Renee or Renee Anthony. Everybody's name's Renee now. I'm Renee Antonio.
Oh, wonderful. Hello,
Yes.
everyone.
So she was the first one to talk after I said it. Renee Ken, Renee Jerome. Everybody's Renee. Now I'm gonna give y'all a nickname. Your nickname gonna be Renee. That's gonna be your nickname. That's gonna be your nickname. I just want you timing this 7 minutes. I have myself on time. I just want you, if I'm right, then the financial situation of this country is going to get worse. And we know this to be true because Well, let's not say we know it to be true. That's a objection, Your Honor. Leading to witness. Sorry, that's when. Let me not lead the witness. We know that the country is a big boat, and you can't turn around the boat like you can turn around a Honda Civic.
Okay.
That's fair to say, yes?
Yes. Mhm.
That's fair. So in order to steady the ship, I need my laptop real quick. I need to transfer a document over here within this 7 minutes. In order to steady the ship, we have to admit to ourselves that the ship won't get steadied quickly.
Mhm.
All right. Since we know this, thank you. Since we know this, if you think inflation is going to just magically fix itself, and if you think credit, thank you. I'm just going to add drop. I need to add drop something to this. That's why I need Max and add drop. If you think credit is just going to fix itself and student loans are going to fix themselves and all the other stuff that you're thinking, they probably will one day, but to think that they're going to fix themselves immediately in your lifetime by the end of this year, then you're thinking incorrectly. Grace was driving back and forth. Mine did not. In 2008, in 2008, it was not a blessing from the Lord. It was a blessing from Lexington Law, who fixed my credit. It was Lexington Law who fixed my credit. I went to apply for a house, y'all, in 2008. I was making $100,000 a year, and I said to myself, "That's shit. I need to have a house."
I was talking about your student loans.
Yes. Maybe my student loans did get disappeared. That is true. They got disappeared because a $90 billion predatory company. There you go. Oh no, that's not what I'm looking for. A $90 billion predatory company got replaced or got sued and closed down, and I got lucky. If your prayers can guarantee that $90 billion companies is just gonna go out of business, then keep praying. Keep praying. That's like the Christian that's saying, I'm gonna wait till the last minute to get saved, right? You know, I'm not telling you, dude on the cross ain't getting saved at the last minute. I'm just telling you, you might not want to stretch your theology around dude on the cross getting saved at the last minute. That might not be mathematically beneficial to you, but you grown now. You know, you can do what you want. Should you believe in that, you can do what you want. I'm looking for this real estate thing. I guess I'm not supposed to give it to y'all, but anyway, it's on one of these things. I can't find it. I can't find it. I remember I had my lawyers send over a bunch of stuff, but anyway, I'll find it later for you. 3.5. Okay, here you go. I'll find it later. If I can get you to understand, there's 26 of us that consistently be consistent. Kim got to buy something today. If you know Kim buy a lot of it, Kim need to buy it from you. That's it. If you need a car and think Ken can't ship a car to your state, you're not paying attention to who Ken is. Ken ain't left money on the table since he was 2 years old because he didn't know it was money. As soon as he was 2.5, though, he understood. You understand? He understood. Ken will ship a car to you immediately. You hear me? On his dime. On his dime, he'll ship a car to you immediately. So y'all save the chat. You got to buy a toothbrush. Somebody should own a toothbrush company. Now, somebody's going to say, Antonio, why are you stressing group economics so much? Why are you doing it so much? Well, I always stress it. But why am I executing it? Because we build in the city. And I'm looking for citizens. I'm slick. Everything I do is connected. Everything I do is connected. I'm looking for citizens. Adonia might be the first mayor, democratically elected.
Right there.
Because separation between church and state, right? Plus, we ain't no religion. Democratically elected. Adonia got 15 $50,000 credit cards. Rob her at, no, I'm just joking. She's my favorite example. I have no idea she got 15,000. I say it like I know it, they're like, for real. She has. She got that 800 credit score. I do know that. No, that's for sure. That $1 million home. You know, I know that for sure. And I don't know what she inherited from her daddy, but I know it was an inheritance.
Watch it.
I know that. I know.
Anyway, I do have an 800 and something credit score, but I don't. I have to have that. I mean, that is so. Yeah, whatever. Just whatever. I'm sensitive about my credit score.
Okay. So we gotta do a real estate deal with a dog. It'd be like, bank, could you tell her what the number's gonna be? Mr. Experian, how much will the score drop if she gets this apartment complex? We gotta do all that first.
Yes, I need to know. Yes, and yes.
No, I ain't mad at you. The reason she act like that, because Adelia came from a place where she got left all alone. You know, so now my parents, trusted some man like me, did all that stuff. All of a sudden now, I leave and do well, and she got to start all over. Anybody ever been there before?
Been there.
Yes, Lord.
No. Adelia, that start all over is her version of my trash can. She refused. Okay. Can you tell us how you got the score, Adelia? Did you got because Grace is telling me my time is up. Can you tell us how you got the score? Somebody's asking.
You know what? It was a lot of hard work, but let me tell you this. There was a company, and I cannot tell you the name of this company, but they saw me struggling so hard. Even when I didn't make the minimum payment, I made some kind of payment. And some collection person called me and said, you know what? We can see your effort. It's just not working because they needed the full payment. We're going to refer you. It was like a credit fixing company. We're going to refer you. And this is what they did. They put me on a budget, meaning they did all the negotiations. They paid for me. I sent twice a month, I sent a payment to pay bills. They paid the bills and negotiated. Half of my accounts no longer was charging interest. The other half sliced half of what I owed in half. And as long as I was paying through them, because I was guaranteed they were going to get their payment, I snatched off a whole bunch of credit and debt because of it. And it was the best decision I made. Once I did that, I was on it. I wasn't buying nothing if I couldn't afford it. I am proud. You guys don't hear me. I'm not bragging. I struggle. I got scared when they called me saying we collecting. I didn't want them to come get me. I believed them. They're going to come get me. I was scared to death. I don't ever want that experience again. So my credit score means everything to me. I almost hit 840, but I'm not 840 no more. That's how I'm not playing, y'all. Sorry, I love y'all people, but me and my credit score, that's my security blanket.
I ain't mad at you. Come on, y'all clap for her. Y'all clap for her.
All right.
Y'all clap for her.
Hey, Antonio, what's the down payment on the $1.2 million unit?
So typically that would be 20%. Typically, unless you got somebody like Adonia, it won't be 20%. If you got somebody like Adonia, that's a 100% finance. If you got Adonia credit and my income, they'll finance that 100%. Yep. They'll finance 100%. My credit is like 7 something right now, and nothing stops me from getting approved. Let me tell you how this works, man.
All right, I got another question.
Yes, sir. Look at
you. We got a bunch of us with 7s, and quite a few of us with some dilly dollars. We sleeping on.
Yeah. Law got an 800 too. Law got an 800 too.
I only got 720 because I let mine go down and do other things, and then I let it go back up. See,
I'm the same way. I'm the same way. I'm the same way. Yeah, I'm the same way.
So I want to know, do we have to have 20% down on 1.2?
Yes, count 20%, but 20% on on 1.2, which I already know what you fit to do, can be split up between 20 people, huh?
Yes.
I know the business
look,
talk when I hear it.
I'm gonna have this all set up by the time it's time to do it.
Okay, so Grace is what he said is that's 240,000 is what you're telling us, Antonio. Divided by 20 people comes out to something like 12,000 a piece.
Oh, that sounds real comfortable, don't it? Especially since the average rent on a door is like $1,600.
$1,600. Yes.
Times 54.
Yes.
You do the math, brother.
You do the math. So he
no,
said,
do the math.
86,400. Now check this out. That's about a 54 unit apartment complex. And check this out. Let's go further with that. With $1,200 down, and you getting $200 back a month, $300, something like that, you'd be fully invested. 100% return on investment in 6 months.
Wow.
Can't do that nowhere else.
Yeah.
That's what he's talking about. That's just so y'all know.
I did.
Look,
I
did
give out the information. The main perpetrator got the information, and I'm
it.
all over him. Trust me.
He stay on me. Look, he stay on me. As soon as he heard the dog, you're like, ooh, that's what he did. Look. But we the dog makes me laugh so much.
I mean, with an 840, Antonio, we need to get double of them.
What I just thought about was, can you imagine that dog you're going from an 830 to 720? She would die.
I'm dying right now just thinking about it. It went down to 819 because I am going to be doing solar, and I panicked just a little bit.
Just a little bit. 819. 800 is too much. She gonna feel dirty at 800. She gonna be in the shower trying to rub off the 800. She doing solar. Good. Yeah, the solar that's gonna be a blessing, especially in California. That's gonna be a blessing. Yeah, that bill will be real dirt cheap.
Yeah.
Real dirt cheap. That's what we doing. I mean, be quiet on that one. Let me be quiet on that one. Please know, as we wrap this up, Melissa, high quality people, Jamal, Otis, Adonia. I didn't say this is the deal. Here's the thing everybody heard. I want you to hear me. I promise you, I am done. This is why white people love me. They all go, yes. White people be like, this is exactly what I've been talking about. And my people be like, I'm not doing that shit. It happens every time. So let me tell you what y'all heard. Anybody with a successful mindset heard, man, Antonio not even trying to win off of this. Everybody with a successful mindset heard that.
You sure right.
Everybody with a successful mindset said, I'm listening, but I still don't see where he winning. Go ahead.
Because he can easily do the okay. If everybody that was paying attention heard him say, well, I'm gonna do these $1 million deals anyway. I just want y'all to come with me. He could easily do this himself and just win himself, but he wants all of us to win together. Do you know how much more he would get if he did this all himself? And Anthony don't care. Anthony would be like, hey, it could be just you and me, man. Hey, more money. But he's trying to include all of us. And so you got to pay attention to really what he's saying. I'm 8 years in, and I'm just now hearing Antonio and what he's saying. Those, like Mr. Field says, the silence between the words. Yeah. If you really listen to him, he is not, no, he could, yeah. Just come on, y'all. Come on.
I know some of y'all.
Can I say?
Yes,
can I say something right here in this space right here? Real talk. That is exactly what I'm talking about. Because when I got here, when I was brought to you, my mind was blown because first I came by divine connection. That's off top. She is borderline like in the moon somewhere. She is just amazing. And then to be brought to you, and then I stayed. And then I stayed some more. And then I stayed some more. And I have never left, and I'm not leaving. So for me to be able to grasp what you are saying is just amazing to me. And which is why I had no problem with when you said about the wonders, the city of wonders. I was like, oh, investment. Everything was investment to me, but I didn't know how to do it. I didn't know, you know what I'm saying?
I do.
So when I was able to get it, and I was like, okay, no matter what happens, this it right here. This it. So no matter what else you're saying, even though I might not be at that, what do you call it? The pendulum,
Pinnacle.
the pinnacle. Oh, I'm coming. I believe
And that's the beautiful thing about it, though, Sandra, because you don't have to be. With group economics, you don't have to be. Group economics gets you where you are and takes you to the pinnacle over time. That's the beautiful thing about group economics. You don't have to be Otis. You just genuinely have to have something and get in there. This is so important. I got
something.
Yeah, there it is. There it is. This is vital. And I said I was done, so I don't want to do any expansion, but I will address the same. Y'all seen it before. Some of you that just got here, you see me do the real estate presentation with the PowerPoint stuff and all the all the stuff, because that's why when you get the personal financial sheet that I gave to y'all, that should be on all your notes. Put that out there. Put the personal financial sheet in the chat. If you have not downloaded my personal finance sheet, it's free. It's difficult because it's I got it set to where you got to go to it. Well, not got to, but it's set as if you're trying to get $1 trillion deal. To conclude, because I do want to conclude, because I already said it, I want to respect your time. This money is here. This money is clear and it's here. And I haven't said me. I really need y'all to pay attention to that. I really need you to get that. It's not, and I ain't talking to everybody. I'm not talking to the Kens and Otises and the Melissas and Fields. They already caught that. Jerome already caught that. You other folk. I didn't say, do a deal with me so I can get paid. Nor did I say every group economics thing that we're doing is a deal. As a matter of fact, the only time deal get mentioned is Anthony, because I said September 30th, and he ain't fit to let September 30th slide. It's just not let it slide.
We taking everybody with us at the same time.
Everybody's with us at the same time.
Yeah,
know
Anthony,
that
Anthony at the front of the line.
At the front of the line, he is. Look,
Brother, I was the rock brother on the line, so I pull up the rear if I have to.
Pull up the rear if you have to. You get it? He said he really use credit, really use cash. It doesn't matter. All I'm saying is let me borrow from Christians for a second, because I don't know another way to say it. I try to say when I say rising tide raises all ship, but let me we're all even at the foot of the cross. When it comes to group Jerome was like that was a good way to understand it.
Yes.
When it comes to group economics, we're even. Some of us will take the brunt of the risk. I won't let it be a on you. Some of us will be the credit. Some of us will be the blah. You understand what I'm saying? That's it. It's a no-lose situation.
I'm sorry. Did you say the blah?
Yeah, blah, 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 blah.
I just was checking. I was just checking because I'm thinking, did he just say the blah? Get in where you fit in, damn it. And I could be the blah. Okay, we talk about blah. Okay, blah, blah.
That's it. age is going to be a real estate investment. Some of you, well, real estate's my thing, so I'm always lean heavy on that. But this is where you go. This is
And
where
we're going to learn from it so we can go out and do other deals at the same time. We can go again, go around again and do it again.
At the same time, y'all. At the same time. Just go do it. It really is that easy. The problem is trust issues, right? Plus, you may be the issue. And we can't do this with everybody. And that's the problem. Everybody doesn't have the integrity not to damage the group. But I would love nothing more than to find that group of 30, 40, 75 people, whatever that may be, and close us off and start sharing resources. Here's my loan officer. Here's this. Remember, I was on the call when a real estate agent came. That's it. Anything else is just repeating after I've already repeated. If you learn nothing else, learn the one challenge I gave yourself. I'm gonna give you two. I'm gonna give you one. That is swap everybody contacts. Everybody save the chat right now. We're leaving. Save the chat. 2, 840 credit scores are awesome, Macedonia. That's
That sounds like a class. That sounds like a class, Adonia. Adonia, that sounds like a Zoom class for you.
It sure does.
Yeah.
It sure does. It sure does. Now, whether you like, my credit goes from 7 to 8 to 7, 6 to 8 to 7 to 6.
You get the 840, Antonio. I can't understand. 840. Good Lord.
Yeah. She's one of two people in the American credit system with an 840. The other person is
Antonio,
whoever
I
the
pay
hell
my
invented it.
bills. I ain't never seen no 840.
She ain't got no inquiries whatsoever. She's the co-founder of Experian. When Experian is giving you an 840, you are somebody.
Listen.
Because Experian is trash. Everybody here Experian score is a 520 at best. All right, y'all. You can't play better. You can't dominate. See you in 30 minutes. Love you, everybody.